Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's David Benavidez, 188 centimeters tall with a reach of 189 centimeters. And he'll be facing Terence Bud Crawford.
This is going to be so exciting. It'd be like David and Goliath. I'm so excited for this. How is this ever going to play out?
It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, turned pro at the young age of 16 years old, and by the age of 20, became the youngest ever super middleweight champion, and now has titles in 2 different weight classes. Terence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. Clean jab. Nice counter. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? Neither fighter willing to slow down. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these 2 finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectations from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, and man, these 2 are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. His jab just got blocked. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell's...
And there's the bell to start round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Do you believe what we are seeing? That counter punch caught him clean. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different routes.
On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Counter shot lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. Right uppercut just off target. That hook doesn't score. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. David Benavidez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breath.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A lot of effort being exerted here. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look.
On to the fifth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That right hook not connecting. He threw a punch and just got countered. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Can't score with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Crawford is dazed. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nope, that hook won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you...
It's a bad round, but we don't care.
There's the bell to start round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That hook was off target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. Right hook catching air. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. These two fighters are made for one another. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Catch and shoot. This is a high-octane battle. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. You'd like to see more jabs. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Hold it right there. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. The Mexican monster is down. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Getting back into the fight. Nice round. Good round. I like that from Happy. Relax now. What was that? What are you doing? I need to go back out there and win this round.
Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter punch. Counter punching. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.